Hey guys, this is Shakti from Around the Wicket, where we not only speak about the game, but we try to learn more about the humans behind our sport. Now, today I'm joined by former Singapore captain Chetan Suryawanshi, who will chat to us about his cricketing story and the work he is doing with Cricket Kingdom, an academy started by Indian co-captain or vice-captain and current Mumbai Indians captain in Rohit Sharma. Um, Thank you to Zunil Bhatia of ISST Pune for arranging this interview. Chetan, thank you so much for having a chat with me.
Pleasure being here. Thank you.
Now, Chetan, you are from Pune, from the state of Maharashtra in India. Could you tell us about your cricketing story and how you decided to move to Singapore?
Actually, I started playing as all the Indians dream to become Sachin Tendulkar. So I was one of them. So I started playing at the age of 7 from school. Then I played for the States. Then I got picked for the West Zones. I played the under 15 Indian team, and then in around 2003 there was a team from Singapore which came to India. So doing sport, they came under a sports talent scheme program. So they had a vision to take a few players from India to Singapore and develop the Singapore ranking from there and develop grassroots cricket in Singapore. So that's how I got picked in that. To be honest, I was not part of the selection by mistake. I ended up in Singapore.
And tell us about your experience with Singapore cricket and the history, in a nation like Singapore, which is not known for its cricket.
Yeah, so basically Singapore history is quite rich. I think the first match of cricket was played in Singapore before played in India or
Wow.
any other Asian countries. So Singapore Cricket Club is one of the oldest club in the world. Then obviously some developments happened, and there were Singer Cup, which happened triangular series between India, Sri Lanka, and if I'm not wrong, it was West Indies. So that's when I think Sanath Jayasuriya has his fastest 150 in Singapore.
Wow.
So after that, Singapore Cricket Association had decided that their ranking then was about 58 in the world, to get experts' help from around the globe and grow the sport in Singapore. So I came 2003. We had about 6 clubs in Singapore and about 2 to 3 schools which were playing cricket. And from there we started growing. And in 2017, when I left the Singapore cricket scene, basically the association, we were having about 110 clubs playing cricket.
Wow.
And about 50 over schools playing cricket. And our ranking also went to 20th in the world. So these were the things which happened in that short span.
And what's the participation and engagement like when it comes to grassroots level? Is it continuously on the improve, or are there certain challenges that Singapore cricket faces?
Yeah, see, definitely the challenges are there because Singapore is a developed nation. So parents putting their kids for dedicating to a sport is not a realistic thing. So you really have to make it a profession. So when we started, the local participation was minimal. We used to have 10 foreigners in the team and probably 4 locals in the team. But slowly the scenario has changed with the fundings, with the rankings going up, and now there are almost 90% of the team is local and 10% are foreigners. So yes, it's a progress and which every country has to go through.
On an individual level, Chetan, you have had some wonderful moments with Singapore cricket. A couple of records you hold as well. You had a 36-ball century in 2009 Asian Cricket Council Championships. Firstly, can you tell us about that moment?
Yes, the game was at Abu Dhabi, and there was no. It was first T20 organized by ACC, so there was no such thing like a record or something in the mind. So we went through the motion, and I ended up getting 36 balls, 100. And the next day, a Times of India reporter called me and he said, "It's a record." So I was like, "Oh, great! I got something under my belt."
And then obviously the second record was in 2014 when you scored a century and got a hat trick, being in the process the first player to achieve those milestones. Do you have any recollection of that match against Malaysia?
Yes, I think it's always been a dream to become a fast bowler. I was brought up as a wicket keeper, and I could pursue my dream for bowling fast in Singapore. So basically, I used to bowl first 10 overs and then keep the wickets, and then come back if needed. So that's how the process was. So that day it happened. We were playing a triangular series, MCC, Malaysia, and Singapore. So we were playing at Kinrara, and we batted first. I got 100, around 103 or 4 in that, and then I was supposed to open the bowling, and the luck went right. First, I got the left-hander out, Anwar, who scores regularly for Malaysia. That was caught behind. Second was their captain, Suhan. He got bowled, and the third one, actually, I had prepared the umpire that something close he should give, but luckily I got third guy bowled, so it was a good hat trick and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the umpire didn't have to do anything for that. Chetan,
Yes.
when it comes to Singapore cricket in the future, obviously, as we stated, that Singapore cricket has been on the rise. It's been improving its rankings as well. Obviously, COVID probably puts a little bit of spanner into the works. But when it comes to what there is for the future of Singapore cricket, what are the aims and objectives? I mean, you've been captain for 10 years. You've been part of this system for a long time, so you've probably seen it and you know where it's heading. So could you provide us with some insights of where it's going?
So basically, any team which has to come forward, their basics have to be good. So basically, they're under 14s, they're under 19s, and these players need to come up strong. And there are a lot of academies which are working in Singapore. There are about over 2,000 over boys playing in boys and girls playing cricket in Singapore. So that system has come up well, and these guys have good competitions to play. There is school competitions, there is club competitions, and they are constantly pushing the seniors in the team. So that helps. And when I last played the game, I had 11 of my students who I have trained playing alongside me, and that's a pleasant sight. And that's been improving a lot.
What do you think Singapore cricket needs to do to start, competing against top tier nations?
Basically, first important thing is there are a lot of working professionals. They have to start taking this game as full time. And again, when I say that, there has to be quite a lot funding and sponsorship which needs to go in. If that happens, I'm sure Singapore can start playing more matches against good quality teams on a regular basis, and that will definitely help the progress of the game. And we have regular visitors from Pakistan, good teams, basically under 23 Pakistan or under 19s Pakistan, and that helps the standard to go up.
Away from Singapore cricket, now you are CEO of Cricket Kingdom. Like we said, an academy started by Rohit Sharma. Tell us about the work Cricket Kingdom does, not just in Singapore but across the globe.
So basically, we started up with the concept in 2017 of getting the right academies at the right time, and we started doing it in Singapore. We started in 2018 in Singapore. So basically, the right structure, what you get at a national cricket academy, you should get at a grassroots academy. So that was the aim to start this academy. And then in 2018 March, I remember when I met Rohit before his game against Chennai in Mumbai. So I presented him this dream that we can be across the globe and people will be helped. Good coaches will be on the platform. Good facilities will be there. He was very excited with it. And then he said he didn't take a second thought. Immediately he gave his name. He said, "Here is my name, and please run through the curriculum with him." That because he has faced similar problems in India. Because in India there are academies, but they are they are not structured academies, or it's like if you're talented anyway, you're going to go up. The real cricket is being played at the NCA level or at the state level, where you get proper wickets to bat, or you get proper coaches who are qualified, who are going to train you. So that we thought we will start giving at the grassroots level. So that was the dream, and then that's how we started. We opened our first academy in India in 2019, and now we have 20 active centers, and there were about 84 centers which were about to be launched, but they are on hold. Once the COVID is gone, we'll be getting them up as well. So we are in 5 countries present. So, and we are targeting small towns and non-established countries where we can take our platform. So that's our aim.
All the best, and hopefully COVID eases up so that you can fulfill those dreams and find a lot more young, exciting cricketers. I was going to ask, you touched upon that Rohit Sharma, wants to see the curriculums and structures. Does he have a lot to, I guess, work that he does with the academies?
He does. His brother is actively involved, because obviously Rohit needs to have his time for his batting. He bats at least 5-6 hours a day. So that is more important at this moment. So his brother was also a cricketer who played in Mumbai. Was due to injuries, he couldn't pursue like Rohit, but he bats exactly like him. So he is on our development team. So who looks after the curriculum, who makes necessary changes. So basically, we have tried to keep it simple and understandable at a lower level.
To sum it up, what's the main objective of Cricket Kingdom?
So the main objective is to reach to as many people as we can, create good competitions, and create a pathway for the state sides, create a pathway for the national sides, where the players can express themselves.
Excellent, Chetan. Thank you so much for having a chat with me. Great to get some insights into Singapore cricket. We don't get to hear much of Associate Nation cricket. And also all the best with Cricket Kingdom. Hopefully, you all achieve what you have set out to achieve, and fingers crossed we can cross paths in the future.
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chetan. You have a good day.
Thank you.